Peace, peace, people. Welcome to Yemima's World, the Jelly Moose's Cafe. I am Yemima, your hostess, and it is lunchtime story time. And today's story is called Hush Harbor Praying in Secret. It is written by Freddie Williams Evans and illustrated by Aaron Bennett Banks. Freddie is spelled with an I, so I am going to say that it is a female, and she is an African American, and so is the illustrator. All right, let's get into it. Meeting tonight, Uncle Saul whispered during the water break. He couldn't say it right out loud because it was a secret. I was happy for the cool water and being able to stand straight for a spell, but I was even happier to hear about the meeting. It was going to be down in the Hush Harbor, hiding place in the woods where we sang and prayed. Just thinking about the meeting made me smile, and Uncle Saul smiled right back. I gulped down my water, then passed the dipper gourd to my mama and told her the good news. Meeting tonight, she whispered, passing it on down the line. Just the mention of a meeting made my mama's eyes glow like lightning bugs. She loved singing and praying. I heard her in the fields and in our cabin at night. I heard her in the white folks' church too on Sundays. Except there, she had to praise the Lord like they did. She couldn't call out right when the Spirit touched her. Last year, when Captain Bill beat Aunt Lizzie for shouting in their church, we had to watch. It felt like he was beating us too. Now we sit still and quiet like white folks do. But meetings in the Hush Harbor were different because the Lord heard us the way we wanted Him to. We could be ourselves there, almost free like, singing all the way through, shouting when the Spirit rose up in us, and praying to be free. Soon, everybody knew about the meeting, except Captain Bill and the overseer. White folks don't allow us to come together, especially at night. They figured we planning to run or do them harm like some did before. So we kept everything amongst ourselves and just stole away when we could. Looking forward to the evening put singing in us when we went back to work, stuffing and pulling sacks of cotton, heavier than grown men while the sun beat down, setting our bodies on fire. Somebody started humming, steal away, steal away, steal away to Jesus. Another joined in and then another. Everybody was carrying the tune. The song spread clear across the field, and we sing like the meeting had already started. The sun couldn't set fast enough. There was going to be a meeting down in the Hush Harbor. Back in the quarters, Aunt Lizzie was dishing out supper. Hurry to the line, she called. I know y'all's hungry and tired, but pick until you can't see. She was too weak to work the fields, so she cooked and tended to the babies and the old folks, like Mama Aku. After supper, us kids listened close while Mama Aku told stories she heard back in Africa. Grown folks liked her stories too, especially Uncle Saul, but I expect he liked meetings even more. Simmy, you scout tonight, Uncle Saul told me. I've been watching how quick and easy you pick up on things. You got sharp ears like a hound and fast legs like one too. Sure, he made me smile, and I was glad to scout, seeing how much meetings meant to my mama. But I was still kind of scared. Things could go wrong. We get caught by Captain Bill, beat us and sell us. The thought of being taken away from my mama made my heart sink. I knew the meeting would help make us strong. But then folks started worrying and reminding Uncle Saul about what could go wrong. Full moon make us easy to spot, somebody said. A white man down in the woods all time of night looking for runaways, somebody added, talking about them paddy roads. But Uncle Saul had reasons for risking it. Mama Aku is going to be joining the ancestors any time now, he said. She's all the mama most of us know. And she asked us to pray for her journey and for freedom so nobody else will die like a slave like her. Jesus will keep us, he added. Jesus will keep us. When the oil lamp went out in the big house in the overseer's cabin, folks had a mind to go stole away one by one, with Uncle Saul leading the way. or we cut through a cane break, then stepped through a break in the fence at the back of the cotton field and headed into the woods. The meeting ground was just beyond the creek down in the thicket. Above us, stars twinkled like sparks of fire, and the moon glowed like a lantern leading our way. I climbed an oak tree on the other side of the creek to start looking out. Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. Oh Lord, kumbaya. The singing had already started by the time I steadied myself on the limb. Some folks took to themselves and prayed. Others gathered around Uncle Saul to hear him. They hummed and moaned, helping him along as he chanted his words. Keep Mama Akua, Lord. Keep her in your care. Let freedom come, Lord, and let it come quick. And he started singing, Have you got good religion? And folks answered him singing, Certainly, 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 Lord. They all moved in a circle, dancing like. And then Mama raised her hands up to the heavens. Seemed to me she was flying away from things down here. I heard her singing above the rest and couldn't help but sing myself. The spirit fell on Mama and she danced round that circle, stepping and shouting with joy. Some folks dropped clear to the ground when the spirit hit them. Others kept reaching up to Jesus. The spirit was strong that night, with everyone praying for Mama Akua. And it fell on me too. Seemed like I swallowed a dipper full of happiness, and it warmed straight through. Just then, my ears caught far off barking, a pack of hounds coming our way. Patty Rollers was in the woods. Quick as lightning, I jumped down from the tree to warn everybody. Shh, shh, I whispered, waving my hands and signaling to hush. When they saw me, they scattered into the bush, dragging folks who were on the ground. Quiet covered that meeting like a quilt. We were still praying, except only the Lord could hear us then. We prayed hard that He kept us from the patty rollers. Climbed back up in the tree and I leaned down toward the creek. The hoo, hoo of an owl traveled through the branches and frogs croaked their nighttime song. The woods were as still as frozen ponds. Near the creek, there was a stirring in the bushes. The barking dogs were close in on us. Twig snaps under feet. Whoever was making noise was coming my way. Steps moved fast, then stopped, then started again. My heart pounded and sweat ran down my face. What was I supposed to do now? Saul promised Jesus would keep us. All I could do was pray that he would. Then I saw the bush shake. There, I saw somebody. But it wasn't Captain Bill or the overseer or one of the patty rollers. It was a runaway, and he was hiding too. Hey, you can come out now, I said soft like, then hopped down to meet him. Well, Saul and some other men came too. Get out of here, he said, grasping for breath. Patty rollers with dogs and guns coming this way. Get out, quick! One by one, folks hurried back to the quarters. But Saul told the runaway to wade in the water and hide in the tunnel near the big oak till the next night. When we were all back in the cabins, Uncle Saul patted me on the back. You scout from now on, Simmy, he said. Mama wrapped her arms around me tight. I'm sure enough proud of you, she said. Thank God we safe. Jesus kept us, I said, just like Uncle Saul said he would. Then news come round that Mama Akua had passed on in her sleep. She at peace now, child. She free, Mama told me. I was glad she was free, but my eyes still filled up with water. I was sure gonna miss her stories. Soon enough, the clang clang of the plantation bell called us back to the fields. Mama Akua's spirit and the strength we found in the hush harbor went with us. Seemed like work was lighter and days passed faster after the meeting. It put hope down inside us and carried us along. So we kept stealing away till real freedom came. We kept on stealing away to pray, sing, and shout. And the Spirit fell on us. We kept stealing away to the hush harbor so we could praise the Lord the way we knew best. I love this story. I love the fact that we still, in 2024, use music in songs to make the days go by faster, especially when we're working on corporate plantations. Um, how many of us have headphones on or earbuds in our ears listening to music while we work to help the day go by? And it doesn't matter what music you choose to listen to, whether it's gospel music, whether it's R&B, whether it's jazz. Music has always been something to ease the pain of what's going on in your life. Um, so yeah, and also praying in secret. We still do that. We call it like a prayer closet, and it doesn't matter what God or deity you pray to. A lot of us still pray in secret. So look, I hope you enjoyed the Hush Harbor praying in secret. And until next time, you know the drill. Love yourself, love each other, give yourself some grace. And I'm talking to myself right now, and give others some grace. Stay healthy, stay cool because it's still hot, and stay black. Until next time, peace, family.